Hi, I'm Miss Katie, licensed marriage family therapist and school counselor, and today I want to give you a framework for helping kids cope. I'm talking to lots of parents these days who are sharing with me that their kids are having a lot of reactions to this the changes that are happening and the stresses. So they're seeing their kids have maybe more meltdowns over things, um, maybe being more disrespectful or defiant. Um, so yelling and screaming, and also having more of a negative attitude or complaining. And these are all signs that a child is having difficulty coping and needing some support. And it's also an opportunity for us to build some coping skills and some resilience. So I wanted to give you a framework, which I call the 3 F's: the facts, the feelings, and the fix. And the first 2 F's, the facts and the feelings, is really about putting words to what the child is experiencing. What we say is, if you name it, you tame it. And that's because if you give the child some words, if you label what is happening and what they're feeling, you help them gain an awareness, first of all, and an understanding. And both of those are helpful in handling something. The last part, the fix, is where you help the child handle it. And that can include giving them some, or prompting them to use some calm down strategies, and then enlisting them in the solution where you can talk about what you can do to make it better. So let me give you an example of how you might put this into play. So if your child is supposed to Zoom with his class and experiencing difficulty with the internet and it's not working, and they start shouting like, I hate this distance learning, I don't want to do this anymore, I hate school. What you can do at that moment is first to pause, take a breath, and check in with yourself, because you're probably feeling frustrated or maybe stressed because you're having to do your work and this is inconvenient. And if you go in with that kind of energy, it's probably not going to be helpful, and you're probably not going to be able to handle it as well or help them handle it. So really just to first notice what you're feeling, and to give yourself permission, but maybe take a couple breaths and tell yourself it'll work out, so that you can go in and help them. So the first part of it is the framework is the facts, and that is to put words to what is happening. So you might see okay, I see that the internet's not working, and then labeling, naming the feelings. I'm sure that that's that you're feeling frustrated, or I can see that you're frustrated. And another helpful thing when you name the feelings is to let them know that you get it and you understand, because that also helps them feel supported and it helps them understand. You could say, wow, I know that that's really stressful when the internet's not working because you're afraid about missing out on things. And then the last part is the fix. And that would be if they're really upset and they're needing to calm down, to prompt them to use some calming techniques. Hopefully, you guys have already set up some ideas for good things that work to calm down. But if you haven't, then later, when your child is calm, discuss some things that work or that you can try in the future next time to calm down. So, calm down techniques that calm the body down tend to be the best when somebody is upset. Using words and talking, or having somebody count in their head, or think about a place where they like going, doesn't usually work as effectively as things like doing deep breaths. Moving can help kids a lot. So walking and getting a drink of water. If they need more time, then obviously give them more time. But once the child is calm, then you want to enlist them in the solution, which is really what you can do to make it better. And so in this situation, maybe you guys problem solve what to do if the internet isn't working in that situation. But if there's really not some things are out of our control, then it's like, how do we handle something when we can't change it, and coming up with some things to do, like maybe needing to just even do something to feel better, or some solutions around if the internet's not working and you need to get the assignments, who can you call? So that's where you do some problem solving together about how to handle it. So let me give you another example of how you might use this. If your child is like not wanting to go on a family walk, they just want to sit there and play video games with their friends, and they say like, I'm sick of doing things with the family and I just want to have time with my friends. I'm tired of you. I just want out of here. What you can do after you pause and take a breath and check in with yourself is to first the facts. So put words to what's happening, which is you're not wanting to go on the family walk, you're wanting to spend time with your family, and then to label what they're feeling. I can tell that you're upset, and then to validate that and let them know you understand, and say I get it, you want to spend time with your friends and hang out with your friends. And then going to the fix, giving ideas to calm down if they need to calm down. And then the fix might be saying, okay, so what are some ways that we can set up you spending time with your friends? And also too, what are some ways that you can make a request if you're really not wanting to do something, instead of yelling? Right? So that's a time to kind of talk about how to handle it differently. So just remember, a framework for helping children cope is to do the 3 F's, which is the facts, the feelings, and the fix. And remember that the first part of it is name it to tame it. So then you can talk about how to handle it and make it better.